What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reviewing a product that honestly TikTok made me buy, and I'm sure you guys have seen many products, but the one that I got this time is this 3-compartment frying pan, which I actually saw a different brand when I saw it on TikTok, but this is the one that I got. So we're gonna check it out and let's see what we can come up with, and stick around because that is coming up right now. Welcome everyone to Do More, Be More.
Drop.
So the last thing that TikTok made me buy was the sandwich maker, which I made a video of, and a lot of you guys have been very supportive of that one, so I appreciate the feedback on that. But this time with this skillet, I mean, I actually was already looking for a skillet. I go through them like pretty quickly because I use it often. And honestly, I just try to go with what's affordable, and then sometimes I'll buy a higher grade one, and obviously I see the difference. The ones that have been costing more money, I've been putting a little bit more investment into it. I use them all the time and they work very well. While the ones that I spend less money on, well, you know, they run out quickly. So I'm always looking for things, whether that's on discount, whether that's on Amazon or whatever it is. But this one right here, which again, I don't know the name of. Actually, it's right here staring at me dead in the face. This is called SKILLET Life. It's spelled E-S-L-I-T-E-L-I-F-E. If I am saying that wrong, or if I'm even spelling it wrong, I am going to put that right here somewhere. And if you don't see anything there, it's because I said it right and I spelled it right. But first impressions on this, when I first got it, I realized how heavy it is. It's a really heavy skillet. It's good quality, at least I think. It's got like that kind of marbly kind of finish to it. I used it a couple of times already, and I did like it. So it's got one long compartment here, and it's got some ridges, which I imagine is going to be for like maybe grilled chicken. And then you have two smaller ones, which I've used for pancakes. That is a pretty good size for a pancake. So it's caved in. It's got a line, not just to tell you when to stop, but it's going to stop your actual pouring for you, because it's not gonna let it go past the line because it's caved in. Now you can use it any way you want. What I've seen a lot of people do is that they'll put like bacon here, they'll put like a pancake here, and then they'll put like eggs here, and it'll fit in pretty well. Another thing that I've noticed about this is, so it comes with a wooden handle here that you have to screw on. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, so this is the handle, this is a screw, you gotta put it through here and it goes into the body or the base of this. What I've noticed is, I don't know if you can see, but it's got it's starting to have a little chip here, and I hope that that's not a concern later because that could break. So I don't know if it's because of the one that I'm buying or maybe it just came chipped. I don't remember that happening there at all. But I will keep you guys in the loop as far as you know, as the months go by, and to see if it's probably more worth it buying a more quality item, like the one that I originally had seen on TikTok. This one I think cost for about maybe 20-30 bucks or so, whereas the one that I saw on TikTok was going for about 50 and change. So we're just trying the item. I mean, this is something that I end up liking and I find a good use for, and I end up using it a lot because that's the point really. Then I'll invest in something better, into something more quality, something probably will last me for a lifetime, and hopefully this does. So let's go ahead and get started because I am hungry. Just a side note, I want to say, it has to be big because, you know, you have 3 compartments, and if you have a smaller or medium frying pan or skillet, you're not going to have enough space to really use any of them. Maybe the longer one. But having said that, if you want to use all 3, you may have to get creative with the placement on the actual fryer, or the burner, I should say. I don't know if burners can vary in size, but if you have a larger burner, larger than the typical one, then it may help to heat up all 3. But since it's such a large skillet, it's probably going to be more beneficial to use 2 compartments at a time, unless you have the third one that is something that requires a little bit more cooking. So you can leave that third one slightly on the edge of the burner and it'll be there for a while, or something that gets, or maybe it's just something that cooks quickly, and then you can leave it on that one that's not exposed too much to the heat, and it'll be ready with everything else at the same time. So you may have to get a little creative. It actually may be some benefits to it, and for some people it may just work a little bit against them, but I think overall it has a lot of good use. And so for today's video, you're not just getting a product review, you are also kind of getting a recipe. The idea was to try to make a griddle kind of thing. So these are the two pancakes, one at the bottom, one at the top. The scrambled eggs right in the center with the Canadian bacon on there with a fat-free slice of American cheese. And then there you go. You can put as much of the syrup as you want to your liking. You could be a little bit more generous because it's going to be sugar-free. It's going to be lower in calorie. And basically, it's a good option if you can find a way to make it smaller. First impressions of the actual frying pan would be, well, the first impressions I gave you, excuse me. The impressions I'll give you after having used it would be basically that it's a little thicker than my other frying pans. If it's as thick as your other ones, then by all means keep the same kind of heat. Maybe either preheat longer or put the heat a little higher. For me, the cooking temperature that I preferred was a little bit higher than medium. So I usually have it on medium with all my frying pans. With this one, as you saw, I had to have it kind of like on a clock. It was kind of like at a 4 o'clock kind of thing, so that I can properly cook it. I don't recommend really using egg whites on that. It'll work because since I couldn't actually make it into a sandwich kind of size, I ended up having to scramble it. So I had to improvise, but it worked. And they're a little big. I would probably use a little less. As far as the pancake mix, it says 50 grams. So little egg slipped out. It says to use 50 grams for the protein pancake mix. I may use a little less, maybe like 40 or so, and just so it can have, because some of them got left over, and then you can make a nice size that it all ends up pretty well. So it looks good. I can hold it, and some eggs just fell, but I'm gonna take a bite, and here we go. Homemade McGriddle, low calorie, high protein. The macros are gonna be as follows. As you can tell, it's going to be really good. I'm chewing while I'm eating. I should not be doing this, but do I like the frying pan? Yes. Will I use it every day? No, especially because I go to work. But will I use it on my days off? Possibly. Will I use it every single day off? Possibly not, because I have other skillets too, and I don't always need to multitask like this. But it gives me options to do it, because there were times that I have recipes like this that I just simply would not want to make because I don't want to use multiple frying pans, or I don't want to wait for the frying pan to be finished so that I can add another item on there. So yeah, it does help you in some senses. It will have its use. I will be using it more often. I'll learn how to use it better, how to be more meticulous, and how to be more time sensitive with it. But overall, it does save you some time. It is a good product. It is. Let's see how long it takes for it to start to wear and tear. So if I had to give it a rating out of 10, I mean, I would probably give it like a 7. I'm sure that the other one's probably going to have a little bit better quality. Maybe the way that the design of the surface is going to be a little different, more catering to the items that you want to make. But so far, overall, I think it is a good item, and who knows, maybe you'll like it too. So if you are interested, I'm going to put the link in the description area so you can go ahead and check it out. And if not, I'll try to find the name of the other one so that I can let you guys know. If I do find the name, I'll put the link in the description. But if you don't see it there, it's because I just couldn't find it. So that is all for today, guys. And I do hope you've enjoyed this video. I do appreciate the support that you've given me so far on Facebook, on TikTok, and on Instagram. The liking, the sharing, and subscribing. The comments. I always appreciate the comments because I do want to hear your feedback. And it makes me want to make more content. And it gives me more ideas that I can work on in my own videos as they come along. Yes, a few of you have been telling me to smile more. I feel like I'm smiling, maybe I'm not, so this is a smile. But other than that, again, appreciate the support. I'm gonna end the video here, and everybody, you already know, if you do more, you will be more.